Okay, Year 8. So in the past couple of lessons, you've been looking at various lessons. So you've looked at, let's go back, basic input statements. You've also looked at some data types. So you've done this work before. So I want to talk to you a little bit about lesson 3, which is to do with if statements. So if statements are a process where we can get some code to do something after a user has selected a particular element. Okay, it's easier if I show you what's on the screen, so you'll have a chance to look at this yourself. So I'm just going to press stop for a second. So if I run this, so if we enter a password, now if we enter this password here, because that looks like that's going to be the correct password, so let's type that in. Press enter. Great, I'm allowed into the system. Okay, so if I run that again and do an incorrect password, and if I just press like that and then press enter, then I'm not allowed into the system. Okay, so a couple of things here to go through to remind ourselves. 2 equal signs is equal to, and when we've got some speech marks around a word, then we are dealing with string. So that was back in lesson 2, data types. And our double equal sign was back in lesson 1. So common things that we forget when we're programming. Lots of students will forget that colon. Now, if I run this, I get an error. That's a common one. So we always need to look and check our colons. Some students would also, let me just change that. Some students would do that. Now, an else can't, that's not how an else can work. Okay, so the rules of else have to be, you put a colon there, press enter, and then that code will go down onto the next line. Okay, now one last thing with Trinket, what you can do is you can reset the code back to the beginning. So if you mess it up really badly, you can actually reset it and it can go back to how it appears originally on the screen, which is great. So